I ain't saying. Like I for real look corny with these things, man. So
Fair. Fair. Run it back. All right. Welcome back to another episode of Square Business. My name is Rodney Sorrell, and I forgot to do the intro on the last one anyway.
Hey,
So-
that's why. Look at God looking out for us.
Welcome back to Square Business. My name is Rodney Sorrell. I'm your host. Got my co-host here with me,
Hey, if you don't know, now you know. Curtis Adams in the building, y'all.
and we back with another one. This is our Christmas special, which means this is the season finale of
sir.
season 1 of the Square Business podcast. It's been quite the learning experience, and each episode, I feel like we have improved.
We definitely have improved, man. Because
Just the way we structure it visually, and I'm excited to see where we go next with this. And yeah, it's been an overall just great experience, man. How you feel about it?
man, look, I'm thankful for the time that we've had, and like I've told you before, bro. Like you carried this show on your back. I'll say it again, and I'll say it time and time, man. The hours editing, like getting people on, man. Like I've even though I'm the preacher, you've been out here in the community. Like I'm looking, episode get ready to come on out with an interview. I'm like, man, I ain't never seen these people before in my life, man. like they in Beckley, but
Yeah, well, shoot, man. I tell you what, man. People have loved the way that, just everything that you shared, and I've seen comments. They say, we love hearing Curtis speak, and you got great insight on things. So that's a very important part of this whole thing, and I'm just glad that I can be beside you, pushing a positive narrative, man. So you carrying weight too. So
man, look, I think what it is people are starting to see us in a different light. Definitely me, because everybody's used to the joking and hee ha ha. I mean, you know that side of me, but when you actually get into serious conversation, and people are like, "Man, you're actually able to sit down and be serious. You're able to actually have insight on stuff," and I'd be like, "Y'all got to understand something. There was a time in my own life where I was viewed a certain way, and it's never bothered me how I've been viewed, whether good or bad, because I know who I was. So, joking all aside, bro, like when it's time to be serious, when it's time to handle business, always gonna do that. So, I'm thankful for y'all coming on and watching, bro, because we did not know if this would be like people would respond, people would tune in. So,
not at all. I did
like,
not think.
go back and watch that first episode if you haven't, and then come back here, and it's day and night, man. Like, and the funny part is that first episode that we did in the golf cart had to bring the shirt back.
Oh, is that the same shirt, man? I ain't even pay attention.
Yeah, man. Like brought the shirt back from the first episode. I say, look, don't be over here judging now. Y'all know that y'all wear clothes more than once. I say sometimes, look, I got a washer and a dryer. All right. Don't play me out here.
Hey, man, I wear the same outfit. Maybe not the day after.
Oh yeah,
I wear it. But,
I
I
we
ain't
clean now.
I ain't finna sit here and act like I'm Mr. Never Wear the Same Thing. When I was in college, they called me Mr. Never Wear the Same Thing. But that was because I was young, dumb, and wasting all my money going to Barbersville Mall down in Huntington and spending all my school money on clothes and J's and stuff.
Oh yeah, that refund check.
Yeah, man. Hey, them refund checks were stupid.
Boy, Haynes Mall got my money. They got all my money. Look, I rode on the bus because you freshmen couldn't have cars.
I ran the transit out to Barbersville Mall.
Well, hopping on Haynes
clockwork.
Mall, bag full of stuff. Man, I should have known I was stupid then. I was just big enough that people were scared of me that they wouldn't steal my stuff.
Yeah, man. Good days, man. Just every weekend just trying to find a fit, man. Looking back at it, it just made me cringe now. Like, why'd you even care that much?
Boy. And we was all looking for the new hotness, man. Like,
hey, shout out Forever 21.
Boy.
Shout out Rue 21.
Shout out DKNY.
Shout out DKNY.
Boy, that store kept me going.
And shout out Amazon too. The early days when you could get something delivered in 2 days, not gotta wait till the next Wednesday or the following week. Cause this is crazy, man. Especially with Christmas coming up, man.
Oh yeah,
Been trying to order stuff, man. You gotta wait a whole week and a half to get it.
man. You was on Amazon. I was on eBay.
On eBay.
I was on
I remember them eBay days, man.
Man.
I ain't never ordered nothing from them though.
Man, look, the last thing I got off eBay, I remember it to this day, was some basketball cards. Like I wanted a Bill Russell card, so I ordered like a pack of Celtics Legends cards. I think I had,
Oh man.
yeah, I had Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, and Bill Russell. I still got that card somewhere.
Yeah, it might be worth something.
Listen
Hey man, but East Bay was like the era right before like online shopping like really solidified.
here.
You know, you had to ask for your mama bank card
Dude,
to order something.
had to go through the magazine.
Find out what you like. You remember that you could make that custom basketball? Like one part was shiny, the other part was like the leather. Yeah, man. I wanted one of them so bad. Never got it. Never got it.
They charge you an arm and a leg for them things.
Yeah, man. I can't remember how much they was, but yeah, they was up there.
That's life, man. Let's say, go. We in the Christmas spirit, man. What you want? What you want for Christmas, big dog?
Man, like I say, I just wanna be able to watch NBA all day on TV and you know, watch the kids do their thing. You know, I'm sure I'll get a little something here and there. If I had to choose, it'd be a nice set of Titleist golf clubs,
Yes,
nice
sir.
set of Callaways, maybe some pings. I don't know.
Hey.
You know,
Whoever.
I love my Top Flights. Shout out Top Flight, but I need a little bit more distance. So
Yeah,
I gotta upgrade a little bit.
gotta get the official hotness.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Man, the part that I'm not looking forward to about that is I don't want to re-grip a whole new set of clubs, man.
Bring them on, man. Get. Bring the grips. I bring the tape. I got you because I was not paying to get my club. I just re-gripped that old club I showed you, the one with the gold shaft. Just re-gripped that.
Yeah, man, it's just it's not even that deep, but it's just tedious work. I'm just not trying to do that. So that's why I've been hanging on to mine. Cause I mean, ain't nothing wrong with them,
Right.
you know. But back to the point. You know, I'm just looking forward to spending time with family. Like our family, we have a big old gathering. My wife's family, and we play like Dirty Santa and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun, and we got little games for the the small kids and stuff. So yeah.
Gotcha. That sounds like a good time to me, man.
What about you? What you looking forward to?
Man, truthfully, I'm not a gift receiver. I'm not a receiver. I'm more of a giver. So like, I don't like to get gifts. I don't like to like. My family knows this to the T. They'll get me gifts and give them to me early because they know if I give them to me on Christmas Day, I'm gonna look at them like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So for
We know y'all out there. Y'all be handing out gifts. Y'all can't keep a secret for nothing. Wait until Christmas. At least wait until Christmas Eve.
Hey, but don't get me Nathan. Okay, my thing is like, for me, I like being like present with people, and like you said, y'all family get a good get together.
You can't get that back once it's gone. Man.
Exactly, man. Like I love like all my actual siblings and then my adopted siblings. All of us getting together, playing some Mario Kart on the big TV in the living room. The room where nobody allowed to be in, but except that two times.
Don't hook that game up to my TV. You gonna mess up my TV.
Boy, man, I remember when I was growing up, bro. That room was only for pictures. Like had the
Like
plastic
hanging up on the wall.
No, I mean like it was. You went in there to take a picture, and then you had to go to the playroom because we had a play living room, and then we had the actual living room.
You talking about y'all crib? You talking about your grandma?
My mama crib, my mom's old house. Bro.
Okay.
So downstairs they had the play living room, so it had the couch that was as they say run down, but it was still comfortable.
Yeah.
Because couldn't nobody stay on that white.
Oh no.
Oh
No,
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 ain't no eating in
no.
there. Ain't no nothing. That carpet stayed brand new for
Mm-hmm.
years because we couldn't do anything except set the tree, go take a picture in there, and get out.
Yep.
But yeah, man, for me, just being present with my family and listening to some good music and eventually because what my family do, somebody gonna start playing out spades or we gonna break out the in my mind. like, like music gonna be going, spades gonna be going, and then by about 2 o'clock, somebody feelings gonna get hurt because they got a Boston ran on them.
Yeah.
So
Man, I never. I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know nothing about no spades, man. But I do know about that Uno,
all
and I
right,
know about that Phase 10.
hey,
So when the Phase 10 come out, man, they
listen there,
get real.
it's phase 10. Oh, it's gonna get real.
Man, what's your favorite? No, not what's your favorite. What's the hardest phase in Phase 10?
Believe it or not, I feel like that run of 7.
I'm gonna say 2 sets of 4.
That's fair.
You will play Phase 10 for 3 hours trying to get 2 sets of 4.
Listen, that for me is that run of 7. I think it's like run of 7 all the same color.
Oh, 7 of one color. I
Yeah,
don't know, man. I feel like that's pretty easy.
man.
It's the sets that get me because it's like if you playing, the more people you play with, the
Oh,
less
yeah.
of a chance you got to get the set.
Uh,
Because everybody end up needing the same number.
and bro, don't let somebody else set what you need down.
Right.
Because now I got to switch the number. I've been
'Cause
building
now
this
y'all
number
done-
the whole.
Y'all done figured out what I got.
Bro, I've been building this number the whole phase, and you just it's half the cards right there. Like I don't think there's anybody in this world that has just one set of phase 10 cards in their
No.
deck. It's like at least 2 decks.
Man, we got like 4, and we just put them, smack them together. Because I mean, we just had to. We got that many people playing, so
You can't. Got me over here looking for these sets. I think it's a set of 3 and a set of 4 too on there or something like that, bro. The
set of 3, run of 4.
phases be wild. I'll be like, oh, y'all want me stuck in this thing for a minute, don't you?
It's gonna be harder than a game of life.
And don't let nobody go out and I'm 1 card away.
Oh man, that's the worst.
Everybody in here,
That's the
sorry sap sucker. I hope that your crops wither and your livestock die. I got to start
Your whole
throwing
way of
biblical.
life. Your whole way of life.
Man.
Oh man. Hey, on the more pertinent business, something that's been on my mind here lately is everything or everybody's got a story, right?
Yes, sir.
Whether it be triumphant, disastrous, both ends of the spectrum, man. Traumatic. You might get a revelation or something, and everything turned out all right. But everybody's got a story. But something that's been on my mind is how do you break free from the traumatic story and not become that? And maybe I'm speaking to myself on that because up until now I've lived, an interesting life. Things could have went a different way early on, but they didn't. We're here now and we're fine. But I feel like the way that I've gotten through all of that is by telling my story. And I think the more that you tell your story, the easier it is to move past it. But I feel like at a certain point, if you tell your story too much, you kind of like identify with that part of the story. The story's not over.
Yeah.
So how the heck do you move past the story?
Man. And it's hard because the story becomes so much of how you shape your identity around, or like people know that story was the proverbial turning point, right?
Yeah.
It's something that that had you been stuck there, you could have went this way or could have went that way, but by grace you went and made something of yourself. You grew from it. And for me, I'm like you. It's good to tell your story, but it's not good to like fantasize it too much, if that makes sense.
Overthinking it, man. I feel like that was my problem for a little while. Like, you just had them moments where you just zone out and you just thinking to yourself.
Yeah.
But something just clicked in my head. It was like, you know, it's good that you're not afraid to tell your story, but how many times you gonna tell it?
Right.
You know, there's plenty of story left to tell, so you got to get past that.
Yeah. It's like how
You've
long?
healed from this, and now it's time to move on.
Yeah. How long before that story loses power?
Right.
Like,
And I think it's up to you,
yeah,
because you can keep yourself in a dark place, or not even a dark place, just staying stagnant. It's all up to you.
yeah. And I think one of those things that we try to do is like, that story is part of you. It's nothing wrong with honoring what your story is, but it's also about acknowledging who you became outside of that story.
Yeah.
Like, don't be so defined by your trauma as, well, there's just the insert trauma here person.
Yeah.
Like, anytime that they need a specific person to talk about this particular thing, oh, so and so went through that. Let's bring them on to tell their story. And I'm like, well, he told that story last year
Right.
for the same event,
Right.
for the same reason.
Yeah.
Like, at one point, do we say, well, they're no longer that. I'm no longer this person that went through this trauma with family. I'm no longer that went through this trauma with addiction. I'm no longer, thinking back to one of the interviews that you had, more than a felon, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm no longer the felon. I'm somebody that made something out of myself. I'm somebody that got an opportunity.
Right.
I'm now this person who no longer identifies with the person that made those decisions.
Yep.
Like,
So you got that person who's wanting to be seen as for who they are now, but let's focus in on the outsider
yeah,
who has placed them in a box. Let's look at their mindset and try to understand, why do we as humans, it's natural human tendency to just place people in a box and just think of them as what they used to be. Is it easier to do that, or is it a societal thing where it's just like normal to I mean, just the whole gossip thing. When people gossip, it's like, oh, you remember she used to do X, Y, and Z.
yeah,
You remember he used to be like this. Well, why he can't be nothing else? Why she can't be nothing else?
dude. So, I'm glad we got this right here, right? So, this is cool and all, but as soon as I put you in that box, it's comfortable for me
Right.
because I can say that you are that box.
Right. So it's a
Like,
personal problem for them, the outside.
like they want to be so much the author of who you are
Mhm.
and define who you are that they want to control the narrative of your life.
So you can't give them the power to do that.
Right. Like, it's one of those things, man. Like you said, it's easier to ignore that or flow in acceptance when the person is Miss Ricky from down the street
Yeah.
and somebody, that ain't really in your face like that, or ain't really, you see him like once in a blue moon. It's harder to break free from that when it's family that you see consistently.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's harder to break free of that when it's even your spouse or the person that you're, courting at the time, and they've come to know you and like you in that particular box. And it's like, but that's not who I am. That might be who you met me as.
Yeah.
That might be what my family knows me to be. But I've now come to a place where, I've realized, hey, I don't want to be this anymore. I don't want to be this person that's been the like fixer or the person that's been the proverbial failure, the black sheep.
Right.
Like,
And I think that's where that term acceptance comes in.
mhm.
Like I said, you just gotta learn to accept it. Like some people just, they don't want to understand. Some people just ain't gonna understand. But you can't let that get you down just because you just gotta stop worrying about what everybody think about you. And it's a lonely road.
Oh yeah.
You hear it all the time, but when you're in the trenches right there, and got to live it. It gets lonely. It's cold, but in the long run, you'll turn out a lot better
Oh yeah.
because you're gonna be people pleasing and just seeking validation from everybody.
Well, dude. I mean, the best example that we can give even is what we do here, man. Um, like we know that we get in the comments and the feedback, but a lot of people will say, "Man,
It's nice. It's nice to see.
yeah." Like a lot of people say, "Man, we so used to you joking and he ha ha and like," but when I start to be serious and start to give in depth like insight, they're like, "Oh, we didn't know that you could do that, or we didn't know that that's part of who you are." And I'm like, it used to not be. I used to be the person that would try to do anything for a laugh to get a chuckle out of anybody.
Yeah.
But then I got tired of that. And
Do you think you were doing that to like fit in?
a lot of it, yeah, a lot of it, bro, was for me to fit in, Uh,
And I asked that because my next question was gonna be like, did you feel ostracized from like your peers back then, or
dude,
what was that like?
so I mean, you and me go way, way back.
Right.
Bro, I was the introverted friend that got drug into the extrovertedness.
Mhm.
Like the only way that I really bonded with people was like usually over sports. So I mean, we most of the time we hung out. It was basketball
Yep.
or like going down to the park or whatever.
We
So
was on that N64 a lot.
oh yeah, gaming even.
Yeah.
So like, but outside of that, bro, I was one of those people where I didn't want to approach folk. I didn't want to. I'm not like. It's amazing that people hear this from me. I was not an extrovert. I did not like to be like center of attention. But
Hmm.
if I was gonna be there, it was more comfortable for me to pretend to be somebody else for acceptance
Yeah.
than to really be myself and kind of fade back.
Right.
And I've kind of learned a balance where I find the true me, but a lot of people want to still see me. Like if you ask my family, I was the bougie cousin that didn't
Mhm.
like to be touched, didn't want to be around everybody. Where everybody that was my friends at school was like, "Yeah, man, that's Kurt the jokester." Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
But I mean, what about you, man? Is there a particular box that people tried to put you in that you didn't identify as?
If they did put me in a box, I didn't know about it. But from just looking at myself, I guess I did a lot of trying to fit in, but at the same time, I wasn't easily persuaded. Like people, we got in the common child mischief, but the drugs, the drinking, and all that stuff. Like I didn't do none of that. So, um, my main thing was just trying to like show off for girls and just trying to be in the in crowd. But I feel like I was not cool enough for the cool kids, but not lame enough, you know,
Oh yeah,
for the other side. But I don't know, man. I feel like I got along with everybody,
that's fair, man.
and that's what I strive for back at the time. I just did a lot of people pleasing, and I just feel like I get along with everybody now, but I'm not like pushing to be in anybody's like in crowd or good graces. I let my overall character speak for itself and let the chips fall where they fall.
Dude, I think that at some point we all choose like that moment where we kind of want to break free from the mold.
You get so tired just trying to fit in and do things. As you grow older, it's like, man, like what am I doing for real? This ain't me.
Dude, I, the time that I'm thinking about for me is like we both went to college, right? It would have been so easy for me to stay in West Virginia, but stay in this model where I went to a high school that was 93% white in a community that's 96% white, right? But going from that to a place that was 97% black in my HBCU, shout out to Winston-Salem State University, like the shift for me came when I chose that because now I was going to a place where I was completely away from people I went to high school with, people, my family, even. Nobody knew me in that space, and I was able to craft out a different image of who I was.
How'd you handle it though, being around, going from a predominantly white place to predominantly black?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It was terrifying. And when I say it was terrifying, I went to a HBCU and my first friend was a white girl. And this is how drastic the shift was. I literally had an 8 a.m. class. I ain't know the rule about 8 a.m.s at that point. So I was
College
just
8 a.m. suck.
yeah, bro. So I was
Suck.
there 7:30. And it just so happened the first other student to come in was this white girl. And I'm sitting there talking with her, and then a couple of black girls came in. And when I tell you that I'm just having genuine conversation, and somebody and a girl yells, "Oh, he a traitor," and I was like, "Whoa!"
Huh?
I'm like, and then it was kind of at that moment where if I would have been around like people I knew, I would have been like, "Man, go on with that." Da, 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 da. But in that moment, I was like, "Hold on here, let's actually have a conversation," and it was able for me to like actually stand up, and I had to stand up because wasn't nobody to have my back.
Right.
So, when people want to put you in a box, because even that, she wanted to label me as a traitor, as a dude that would just, another black man trying to get with a white woman, even at a HBCU. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to allow myself to be placed in this box that you want me in, that's comfortable for you, because it's easier to attack somebody that you've placed in a box that you already pre-made for them. And then, like, I had a conversation with the girl, and we became friends afterwards. But I had to tell her, I'm like, look, I don't know what your story is, I don't know what your experience is, but whatever you're trying to write, whatever role you want me to be in your story, I got my own.
Right.
You're not the author of what I do over here.
Right. Yeah, man. It's I went to Marshall University. Shout out Marshall University.
Go Herd.
Go Herd. But that was it wasn't much different from being at home. It is I would call it a predominantly white school, but we had a pretty good sized community at the school, and everybody was cool, man. I hang out with everybody. I don't, but I can say whenever we travel down south, right, and it could be a city like Charlotte. I haven't been to Atlanta yet, but just going down to Florida and seeing areas where it's nothing but us. I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes I don't know how to function. But it's not because I love our people.
Yeah.
But it's just I guess it's a little bit of a culture shock.
Dude, it took a year for me to kind of really transition and feel comfortable. And the reason being is because I grew up in a space where Southern West Virginia,
Yeah.
it's it is what it is. Like, so when I got down there, bro, embracing what we consider to be black culture, it was hard for me from the standpoint of, man, I wasn't out here trying to really wear forces like it.
Right.
And that's when forces was popping at the time. Black boy, them refund checks that spent on them black and white forces, man. But
hold that thought. Hey, we're gonna take a short break. We'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
What's up, everyone? I just wanted to formally address you all today. I just want to tell you how thankful I am for each and every one of you. 2025 has been a crazy year. It's been a year of learning, a year of growing, and I've enjoyed every single step that I've taken, taking all the things that I've learned and applying it to real world situations, and just meeting new families and creating good experiences and helping you all record your most precious memories. I'm eternally grateful for that. To all the people that have been supporting the Square Business Podcast, I cannot tell you how much Curtis and I appreciate you all for that. I just wanted to wish you all Merry Christmas, a happy holidays. Um, yeah, just thank you. This has been quite the experience, and I'm looking forward to what 2026 brings. So thank you all. Merry Christmas. Enjoy time with your families. If you don't have somebody to spend time with, please reach out. Find someone that you can lean on their shoulder or just spend some time with. And I just pray blessings over all of you, and wish you nothing but good fortune. So thank you again. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a emergency situation. We had to handle that right quick.
Oh yeah.
But
Like that's one of them times where being put in a box can come in handy. I think because the fact that people see you as a safe space, right? Not even safe space, but a brave space that they can come to about a situation, or they know they can call, and you're going to be there to support. Like we talk about the negatives of being in a box, right? But there's also some positives, and it really depends on who you are.
true.
Because I mean, yeah, we can be upset about the boxes that we get put in, but at some point, like there are certain boxes where I'm proud to wave the flag for what I do. Like people used to know me, know you as like a football player, wrestler, and now people see me out here as Kurt the golfer or Kurt the the mental health person, and I'm proud to kind of wave those particular banners.
Shout out mental health.
Yeah, but it's always about the transitional piece of where I'm going. Like, yeah, cool. You remember me from football and Pee Wee
Hmm.
20 years ago, but I'm more proud of who I have become
Yeah.
and fit into this new box that I put the walls up with.
Yep.
This new box that in this new house, bro.
It is a good thing, man, because being in a new box, so to speak, will keep you out of those boxes that you don't want to go back in,
Yeah.
and nobody can place you back in that box.
And it's good, I think, sometimes, like we said, to visit, but not stay.
Yeah.
Because if you become so defined by your trauma, your bad experiences, even some of your good experiences, you limit your outreach and you limit your ability to like inspire and influence, because no matter what we do in life, we're going to inspire people. We're going to influence people. The thing is, are you influencing them to stay the same? Are you influencing them to be better versions of who they can be?
For sure, man. I think that moving on is so important. I used to ride through our old neighborhood, every now and then just to like, I don't know if I was doing it to like visualize us when we were little and just like running through there, or I don't really know why I was riding through. I guess to in my mind remember where I came from, but like I said, memories are good, but sometimes you just gotta learn. Like I said, you gotta learn how to accept it and move on. It's good to ride through and appreciate what was, but you gotta appreciate what is. So
Dude, I think it's important to, like you say, ride through and think about and reminisce. But man, I think I'm more excited about the things that are to come, right?
definitely.
Like
Every
we,
time I ride through, man, it just looked different. And now, if I just happen to roll through there, I'm like, man, I'm so glad I'm not over here no more.
oh yeah, and it's interesting that even when you grow, bro, people still want to narrate your story going forward, and it just looks different,
Oh yeah, I taught him everything he know. Yeah, he used to run with me, and yeah, he used to.
dude. That, and then they also try to facilitate the blessings that you gonna get when you gonna have kids.
Man,
when you gonna buy the new hotness?
When you give me some money to buy it, now.
Hey, hey! Shout out to the grandmothers that slid you 20 in your hand back
Shout
in the
out to
day.
the grandmothers, man.
But
Shout out to all the motherly figures
yeah, it's
and fatherly figure. Anybody who was
anybody who poured into you when you couldn't
Yup.
pour into yourself.
exactly.
Like, dude, it's when you grow into those new areas and new boxes, bro. I think a lot of times we honor those people who were those boxes for us. Like, it's fun to kind of navigate that, but at the same time, it's good to know that you have the option to be in certain boxes or to fill certain boxes because you're not going to be the same for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that like having that awareness to be fluid for whatever the moment's needed.
Yeah.
And
Being versatile
yeah.
and being useful in every area. That's what I like to do, man. I like to be useful. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a one trick pony my whole life.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I love doing this and love photography and everything. And hopefully one day that becomes my main thing and I can make something shake with that. But I always keep in my mind like, hey, maybe that's just a stepping block. You know, it might transition into something else.
Dude, so I'm gonna ask you a question. If there was one box or one thing that you would have to be defined by, like in the road, you know, you in front of the church, so to speak.
Yeah.
What box would you most want to occupy outside of the casket?
What box would I want to identify with?
Is there even one?
Adaptability.
Fair.
Yeah, I would say adaptability. Just like I said before, learning how to accept things, but also like learning how to work through everything that you've been through and learning how to work through new challenges where you don't know what's going on, you don't know what's going to happen, and just not being afraid of what could be. And, you know, if you got dreams and aspirations, just do whatever you can to make that happen because it'll never happen if you don't get in there and try it.
Yes,
So just learning how to adapt to new challenges and not being afraid to take the first step, man, because that's what kills every dream is fear and just not starting.
mm-hmm.
So that's what I would say. I'd say adaptability for sure.
One, man. It's definitely a good one.
What about you?
I think for me, and it's gonna sound kind of weird, I feel like, but the box of openness. And when I say openness, I mean like the main thing when people are going through trauma, when people are going through celebrations, when people are going through just life, is people want to be able to be heard. So when I say openness, I mean like being open to hearing everybody's story or open to talking to anybody about any type of topic, sort of along the lines of adaptability, but being able to be that person who not only hears your story, but in some ways affirms the life that you lived and the possibility to be greater, a possibility to be better. And I think for me, that's a real big thing because early on in my life, I can't say I necessarily had that. But as I got older and people began to see, like, I think I've had that conversation. We talk about telling our story time and time again, right? People seeing you as, especially our age, that little person that was running through our neighborhood, or
Right.
that person that was running around the church, or you know, seeing you as Maybell's grandson or Chucky's grandson or whatever. Like being that person that I wish I would have had people that would have just heard and been open to hearing what my story was so that I didn't feel bad about what I was going through. And granted, like I said, growth came, had the opportunity later in life. But I think that's where I kind of would like to navigate and exist.
Yeah, man. For me, coming up, especially as a young teenager, I wanted to be heard too, but I had to learn that, or I just had to accept that, my at that time,
Yeah.
that my story or my experiences were not going to be heard. It just wasn't going to happen. And so once I learned that, um, I kind of went into a shell, and I guess my heart hardened a little bit, and unfortunately, that affected my other relationships, whether it be friends or whoever. And I think it persisted into my early adult life, especially with relationships, just seeing everything as this or that, and not paying attention to the gray area. But I'm just, man, I'm glad I'm where I'm at right now, man. Because I used to be, yeah, people be surprised, man. Like I think a lot of people, to answer your question from before, I think people saw me as like very passive. Oh, Rodney, he cool. He don't be tripping about nothing. He's the nicest guy, but they don't know about the Rodney who was callous, who was who would curse you out
Yeah.
at the drop of a dime, always angry, always in defense mode. Not a lot of people know about that, and to be honest, I don't want people to see that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's not who I am anymore.
It's amazing how people see you versus how you see yourself. Because, like you said, I think we've all had for I'll say the last 3-4 years, I had to work on not necessarily fear, but the anxiety I had around being the angry black man, because there were people that had saw me that once I snapped, if you were the enemy, the opposition, whatever, there was nothing that was going to stop me from getting to you.
Yeah.
And people,
Yeah, I was the same, man. It was, man, I'm finna prove to you, like, you thought it was this, and now I'm finna show you, like,
don't let
this
this
ain't
calm demeanor fool you.
that.
Don't let this laid back person fool you.
Right.
Like, if we gonna go there, we gonna go there.
Right.
And
I used to take pride in that. And that was my problem. I took pride in it. Sometimes I'd be looking forward to, like, if somebody was like about to try me or something, and like, okay, I'm about to show you now. But looking at it now, it's like, man, it takes too much energy. Why was I even worried about that?
bro, I'll laugh because some of my friends, even from college, didn't know. We had a boxing match around all our friends, and they called me the dorm champ. Right? They didn't know I was boxing, football players and the biggest of the baddest of our school. And I was like, I ain't never lost a fight, because the last fight I lost was probably high school. Other than that, I'm like, and that was because I was like just not. I wasn't who I thought I was at that time.
You're right.
And switch happens and stuff like that. But the person that liked to fight, the person that liked to like be in confrontation, every now and again I got to check myself, because I realized that as long as you don't put your hands on me, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about none of the stuff you say about me. I don't care about none of the stuff you say to other people about me. I don't care what type of narrative you try to paint about me. The best thing that I can do in my life is keep living as God intended. Yeah. And keep pushing forward, because the fruit that I'm going to bear is going to show the best story ever. It's going to show a different story than what you tried to paint for me, right, or what you tried to put me in.
And you just gotta, man, at the end of the day, like, you could fold somebody up, but when they go home, they still gonna be talking whatever they talking. That's just what they gonna do. Yeah. It might feel good after you fold them up, but it won't stop them. If that's what they want to do, that's what they do. Yeah. And you just let your character speak.
Yeah, man. And I think that's where, people feel the need to clap back and give a rebuttal or say they 32 cents, whatever, what have you. Like you might be 30, 38 hot, but at the end of the day, man, live your life. Like the more you write your story, nobody else's input is going to matter. The more you pour into and pour out to others, it's going to come as long as you're not pouring from a dirty like source. And it requires you to literally filter yourself. And when I say filter, I'm not talking about like censorship. I'm talking about self-awareness. I'm talking about, checking your motivations, talking about affirming yourself daily and restoring whatever your spiritual self is consistently. You have to filter out the negative talk, attitude, like the negative coping mechanisms that you may have. You have to get to a place where you're able to literally say, I'm going to present the best of myself today. No matter what the world throws at me, the best version of me will exist on this day.
And it's important to do that because everything has an equal and adverse reaction.
Sir.
So if you put good out there, more than likely good is going to come back. If you put bad out there, y'all know the rest.
Yes, sir. That's what Square Business is all about. Putting the best foot out there. Yeah. Best self out there.
Well, shoot, man, that was I feel like we did a little bit of therapy right there. Made some progress.
Dude, I mean, real talk, people don't understand. That's conversations like these are healing, at least for me.
Yeah.
I'm using that I language, but
the story is not over, man.
Oh yeah, season 2 gonna come, and we gonna have different versions, different conversations, different people.
We're just getting started.
Hey, it's only the sky's the limit. We just take your first steps. That's what we do.
Just getting started, man. So as always, we appreciate y'all tuning in to the season 1 finale.
Season 1 in the books
of the Square Business Podcast. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, man. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your free time while you got it. Hug somebody. Kiss somebody.
Yes, sir.
Don't just be hugging and kissing anybody. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Hey, don't catch the wrong person under that mistletoe.
Don't catch no case. All right? Don't be cheating on nobody. But y'all get the point, man.
Yes,
just
sir.
enjoy your family. Enjoy this time and the end of the year. And I'm looking forward to what 2026 has got for us. And as always, man, Square Business. We'll holler at you.
We out.
Holler at your boys, man.
I thought about really in the episode, man, hitting them with the "There's a story of a little baby who came down from heaven above." All right, we good, man. We out. Let's get on out of here.